earlier this week, she's unable to join us this afternoon. She is recovering, wishes she could be here, and sends her best wishes to her graduates and their families. Together we gather today for one of our favorite Center Merchants traditions. Center Merchants community, let's allow today to be a true celebration, a celebration of our students, our community, and being able to have events together again. But most of all, a celebration of these amazing 8th graders who will be entering the halls of Center Merchants High School in September. We are excited to share that today's moving up ceremony is currently being broadcasted live on our website by YouTube streaming. If you have any family members that are not able to join us this afternoon, feel free to text them now, tell them to access the Center Merchants School District's website and look under the red box labeled announcements. Click on the live moving up ceremony link located at the top. We also have space available in the large group instruction area to watch the ceremony via live stream. Any of the chaperones here this evening can escort you. Additionally, if you prefer to hear today's ceremony in Spanish, please pick up a headset if you have not already done so from Mrs. Harrison at the entrance of the auditorium. The entire ceremony will be translated in Spanish for any audience members that would like to wear the headset. At the conclusion of the ceremony, students will be returning their caps and gowns and receiving the diplomas in the middle school gymnasium. They will meet you in the foyer of the school outside of the middle school gymnasium when they are done returning their caps and gowns. And now, please join me in welcoming the Center Merchants Middle School class of 2022. I would like to introduce our National Junior Honor Society President, Andrew Popola, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Audience, playing of our national anthem. Students in the jazz course, at this time, please join us at the microphone.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to take this time to introduce and welcome special guests joining us tonight. Thank you to the Board of Education members, our board president, Mr. Maxwell, and trustee, Ms. Robin Rayburn, who are joining us this afternoon. I'd like to give a special welcome to our superintendent of schools, Dr. Ronald Pissarra. I'd like to thank our administrative colleagues who are present tonight. Ms. Laughlin, Assistant Superintendent for Business, Dr. Soto, Assistant Superintendent for Student Services, Personnel, and Instructional Technology. Your future principal, Mrs. Mangonia. Mr. Thode, Associate High School Principal, Director of Athletics, Physical Education, Health, and Fine Arts. Dr. Meyer, K-12 Director of Curriculum and Data Management. Thank you to our supervisors of buildings, grounds, and maintenance, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Von Bonberg, and Mr. Peloton. The countless hours your team puts in setting up for an event like this is incredible and never goes unnoticed. Thank you to Mr. Spiller and his security team for their assistance outside and for supervising this event. Thank you to Mrs. Cunningham and Mrs. Berry for organizing the caps and gowns for us every year. Thank you to Mr. Turnow and Mr. Clancy for lights and sound. Thank you to Mr. Nofi for live streaming today's ceremony. And thank you to the Center Merchants PTA for paying for our DJ and the balloon arch this afternoon. Most importantly, thank you to the parents of our 8th grade students. Your support of the middle school, our teachers, Dr. Reggio and I, and most of all your children has been incredible. It has been an honor to work with you in partnership for the past 3 years. Lastly, we'd like to thank the faculty and staff members at the middle school. We are blessed to have such a hardworking, supportive, and dedicated staff filled with individuals that truly care about one another and your children. Joining us tonight to support our school and our students are Ms. Almont, Ms. Alvey, Ms. Basil, Ms. Bonaventure, Mrs. Brown, Ms. Burgos, Ms. Casey, Ms. Capernegro, Ms. Chance, Ms. DeMayo, Ms. Iorio, Ms. Green, Ms. Gutierrez, Ms. Harrison, Ms. Horchowski, Ms. Kavanaugh, Ms. McCormick, Ms. Miller, Ms. Monpetit, Ms. Plush, Mr. Shower, Mr. Bellotti, and Mr. Holder. A very special thank you to our middle school office staff, Mrs. Almont and Mrs. Brown, who've done so much to work behind the scenes to make tonight possible. Dr. Reggio and I cannot thank you enough for all your hard work for this event and throughout the year. At this time, please join me in welcoming our keynote address speaker this evening, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Ronald Musara. So this is the first time running at this event, so our graduates need to be seated. I will get made fun of now for a long time because I never seated our graduates. Mr. Ritchie forgot the pledge, and I never told our graduates to please be seated.
I did not expect you guys to stand through the entire 75-minute address I have planned. Well, good evening, everyone. It really is a pleasure, to look out and see a packed house like this, to see our, pit band or the middle school band here. Thank you, Ms. Green. They sound outstanding. It's great to be back. It's great to be doing the end of year things that we love to do. And I would say that it's just a shame that Dr. Reggio isn't here because she would never miss it. And I suspect that she is watching on the live stream right now. So we better not mess up. But, as it goes, sometimes, in life's journey, the seas get a little stormy. And sometimes you have to adjust the sails and you have to make these changes and get through these challenges because that's what it's all about. The only way to build resilience is to do just that, face challenges and move on from them with positivity. So I'd like to just take a moment too, because the pivot here, I came over to see the dedication of the buddy bench for our life skills students in high school. And I peeked in and I looked in at the graduation, at this moving up rehearsal, and I saw a genuine team come together. I saw Ms. Fabian here, and I saw an 8th grade team just moving, not skipping a beat, making sure that everything was going to happen just right so that you guys could have the dignified ceremony that you all deserve. So just a round of applause to the 8th grade team, who is among the best we have. So we all have heroes in life, and we have people that we look up to, we look to emulate. In my journey through life, I've looked to various different leaders, and I've read leadership books, and I've always come back to one particular person, and that person is Coach John Wooden. Coach John Wooden, for people who don't know him, was a legendary basketball coach, won 10 national championships at UCLA, and is highly regarded as one of the foremost prominent people in regards to leadership and coaching. And so my comments reflect on some quotes by Coach Wooden. And the quote that I'm going to focus on this evening is a quote that I often reflect upon because I think it's important. I teach it to my own children. And the quote is, "Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do." And when you really think about that, it's pretty simple but pretty profound. I think that we live in a time when social media influencers seem to rule the day. I spoke to the 5th grade class at their moving up rehearsal, and I said, "How many of you are on social media?" And almost all the hands went up. And I suspect if I asked an 8th grade class, "How many of you are on social media?" I don't need to ask that question. I'm sure it's probably almost every single one of them. But interestingly, we had a valedictorian and salutatorian address the 5th graders, a new tradition here at St. Regis. And one of the things that I found interesting was we talked to them and we asked them questions. And Kaylee Roberts, our valedictorian, interestingly said, I said, how did you balance it? How did you do it? How did you manage to balance the social pressures, the athletic pressures, all the things that you're involved with, and yet become the valedictorian of St. Regis? And Kaylee's response was, I didn't have to balance social media because I didn't have it. I didn't have it until I was a junior in high school. And by then, my path was set. And that was pretty interesting that that's what she chose to do. She chose to stay away from that stuff and focus on the more personal things, the in-person social interactions. And she talked about being with her friends and being with those people that had similar interests to her. And I thought that that was very interesting because, you know, when we live vicariously through apps like TikTok and Instagram, and, you know, my own daughter, who's a sophomore in college, now she's got this Be Real that, you know, at a particular moment during the day, she gets an alert, and she has to stop what she's doing, and she has to be real and take a picture of whatever she's doing. And it's amazing to me that that's what we're doing. We are putting ourselves out there, but more than that, we are somewhat addicted to these things in many ways. And we are looking at these perfect profiles. We're seeing these people with these amazing talents and abilities that are doing these incredible feats on social media. And we can't necessarily compete, we can't keep up. Or we're just fascinated by some unique lifestyle that people have. But the reality is, when you see perfect profiles, it's very, very easy to be discouraged that you're not measuring up. But I think when we reflect on Coach Wooden's quote, this idea that if you focus and you get discouraged by the things that you cannot do, that's difficult. Instead, what will happen is you will focus so much on that you forget to lose sight of the things you actually can do. And so I would remind you that you really have a lot of special talents and gifts, and you need to focus on those talents and gifts. So moving forward, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things I think you cannot or should not do moving forward. First off, you cannot expect to be perfect. No one is. What we can and should do is recognize that we all have different talents and abilities. If you focus on the things that you can do instead of the things you cannot, I promise you, you'll be much better off. You cannot compare yourselves to others. You are uniquely you, with your very own special set of gifts. Be comfortable being who you are and respect the differences in those around you. Concentrate on continuously becoming the best version of you that you can become. You cannot control the behavior of others, nor should you even attempt to try, because this can only lead to frustration and disappointment. You cannot follow what others are doing just to fit in. If you do, you'll begin to lose your own genuine self. You should always feel free to be uniquely you and choose and explore the things that you truly love to do. In middle school, that's precisely the experience that Dr. Reggio tried to provide for you and your teachers tried to provide for you, an opportunity to pursue areas of interest. Moving to high school, you can continue to pursue your areas of interest. In doing so, you will develop your core strengths and expertise, which will help set you up for success in high school and beyond. So I say, pursue those interests that inspire you. Perhaps you're an artist, a musician, maybe you're an athlete, maybe you're several of those things. Maybe you're interested in robotics, maybe you're interested in theater or broadcasting. Whatever your interest is, join a group that will support your passion. I was once in your seats, and I can tell you I made decisions when I was in high school. And I speak from experience when I say that you will never regret joining something that interests you. But if you don't, I can promise you 10 years from now, you'll regret not joining. So seek out those things that you're interested in. Put aside those reservations and those self-conscious feelings and join the things that interest you. As you move on to high school, I also want to challenge you to challenge yourselves. You know, we are an international baccalaureate school, and you've all completed your middle year's projects. And we're so proud of the work that you put together. Moving forward, my challenge is to see every single person on this stage take at least one international baccalaureate or AP course. That would be wonderful. And that would be you challenging yourselves. But that's not that easy sometimes. And so I think you need to rethink the idea of failure and know that if you're not struggling sometimes, you're not growing and you're not being challenged enough. So set aside those fears and apprehensions and go ahead and challenge yourselves. If you set high expectations and goals for yourselves, You will be shocked at what you can accomplish. Finally, I think the lesson from Katie Roberts is important. Remain present. I'm a father of 4 girls, from a recent graduate of college down to 8th grade, entering 8th grade. And I understand all too well the pressures you guys are under. You'll remember the presentation I gave to you in the multi-purpose room, where we talked about social media and influences and some of the things we're trying to do to support the social emotional well-being of all students. So take the time to disconnect here and there. Be present with your families, be present with your friends, and enjoy those in-person times, because those are the ones that will be most impactful to you and lead to the most happiness for you. So with those little words of advice to the future Center Rich's class in 2026, please know that you've made your parents proud, you've made your teachers proud, and I know that you'll continue to do so in the future. I look forward to getting to know you more as you work through your high school years, and I congratulate you today on moving up from 8th grade. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Massara. The next segment of our ceremony this evening will be the presentation of awards. The students are unaware who will be receiving awards, so this will be as much of a surprise for them as it is for you. The first set of awards we are giving out this afternoon are our faculty awards. Our 8th grade teachers have selected students in each of their subject areas to receive special recognition tonight. We will begin with Mr. Shower, who will present the awards for mathematics and science.
Good evening. I have 3 math awards to give out this evening. The first math award goes to Chloe Kobus. The second math award goes to Sarah Standard. And the last math award goes to Matthew Amadori. Mr. Spicer could not be here this evening, so I'll be giving out the science awards. And there are 4 awards. The first science award goes to Angel Mitchell. The next science award goes to Kimberly Soto. The third science award goes to Devin Chada. And the last science award of the evening goes to Liam Zenker. I would now like to invite Mr. Bolger, who will be presenting the award for social studies.
Good evening, parents, guardians, and friends. I chose 3 students to give the social studies awards to. I chose students that came to class every day with a smile on their face, ready to learn, and remind me why I love teaching. The first award goes to Austin Fox. Social Award goes to Isabella Soroden. And the third Social Award goes to Sophia Coppola. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Burgos, who will be presenting the award for world languages.
The World Language French Award goes to Clara Tevin. The World Language Spanish Award goes to Lux Coppola. I would now like to introduce Ms. Warshevsky and Ms. Chance, who will be presenting the award for English.
Good evening. We're here to present the awards for English. The first award goes to Gabby Gordon. The second English award goes to Clara Tevin. And for the last award, wait till you hear this person's speech at the end of the ceremony. It's amazing. Alexander Gentile. We would now like to invite Ms. Plush up to give the physical education awards.
Good evening, everybody. Very happy to present for physical education. There will be 2 awards, students that really went the extra mile and just gave so much effort. So let's get started. The first one will go to Jack Cressy. Okay, the next award will be going to Alexa Sodano. Okay, I would like to present Ms. DeMayo to give the art award for tonight.
Hello. The art awards go to Sophia Coppola. Andrew Coppola. And Lux Hello. I would now like to introduce Ms. Green and Ms. Dorio to present the awards for band and chorus. All right, there are 2 awards for band. The first one goes to Julia DePerry. And the second award goes to Clara Tebbins.
There are 2 awards for chorus. The first goes to Delinda DeVoe. And the second chorus award goes to Sarah Standard. The next award presented tonight is the Citizenship Award presented by Mrs. McCormick and Mr. Velati.
All right, we'll be giving out 2 awards. The first one goes to Trayvon Jackson.
And the next award goes to Emma Leary.
The next award presented tonight is the Umpqua Nation Educational Achievement Award presented by Mrs. Fabian.
The recipient of this award is Timothy Jackson.
The next award presented tonight is the Ivy Learner Profile Award presented by Mrs. Horacheski.
At Santa Merchants Middle School, we are guided by the traits of the Ivy Learner Profile. We want all of our students to aspire to be principled, open-minded, balanced, knowledgeable, reflective thinkers, communicators, inquirers, and risk takers. Most importantly, we want our students to be caring for each other, their families, their school, and community. The Ivy Learner Profile is awarded to students who truly exemplify these traits. The recipients of the Ivy Learner Profile Award is Gabriella Gordon, and the second recipient is Bianca Buta. The next award presented tonight is the MYP Community Project Award presented by Mr. Velati.
The MYP Community Project is a research and a service project that marks the completion of a student's time at Center Moriches Middle School. The community project focuses on community and service, encouraging students to explore their rights and responsibilities to implement service as action. This year, our 8th graders spent countless hours making our community a better place. They made our community more beautiful by cleaning beaches, parks, and roadways. They collected and donated food, clothing, money, and supplies to local organizations in need. They built things. They raised awareness about important issues. They used their talents, passions, and interests to help others in need. We are so very proud of them and their efforts to make a difference in our community. The MYP Project of the Year Award honors 2 students who have collected books for their youngsters in their church. The whole purpose of their project is to promote childhood literacy and a love of learning and reading. The recipients of the MYP Project of the Year Award are Chloe Kobus and Emily Beckler for the project Catch You in the Cradle.
Each year, we honor retired board members that were instrumental in the development of the middle school. The first award is the annual Lois Tinsley Spirit of Center Moriches Award. I would like to invite Mr. Holder to the podium to present this award.
Hello again. The Lois Tinsley Spirit Award honors a student who actively participates in school and the school community. This student excels academically, athletically, and she is a leader in our school. She has spent countless hours participating in various activities in our school community. She is well respected by her peers, teachers, and coaches. This student demonstrates an enthusiasm in everything she does, and we hear her voice every morning on the announcements. The recipient of the Lois Tinsley Spirit of Center Moriches Award is Emma Cole. The next special award is the annual Michael Fury Science Award. I would like to invite Mr. Velati to the podium to present the award.
The Michael Fury Science Award is presented to a student who exemplifies a passion for research and science. This student has on a daily basis worked hard and has shown a strong desire to be successful in science. I am proud to announce that the winner of the Michael Fury Science Award is Carly Coonan. The next special award is the annual Jacques LeBlanc Technology Award. I would like to invite Mr. Schauer to the podium to present the next award.
Technology is the application of tools, materials, and knowledge to solve problems and to extend a student's capabilities. The annual Jacques LeBlanc Technology Award is awarded to a student who exemplifies the highest degree of dedication to the subject of technology. Students complete their projects with quality and attention to detail. The student has proven his dedication and work ethic, and we are so proud to announce that the Jacques LeBlanc Technology Award goes to Andrew Capola. The next special award is the annual Virginia Tyson Community Service Award. I would like to invite Mrs. McCormick to the podium to present the award.
The Virginia Tyson Community Service Award honors the outstanding service and volunteerism of a student. With people like our next recipient, we know that our community is in great hands. This student spent countless hours volunteering for various organizations within our community, such as the St. John's Chicken Ministry, Family Ministry, and Street Ministry. This student also made turkey grams with the PTA and volunteered with his Boy Scout troop. Additionally, for his NYP Community Service Project, he worked with his project group to create Cocoa for a Cause. Proceeds from the hot cocoa sales were donated to Ernie's Place, the local food pantry at St. John the Evangelist Church. This student truly exemplifies our Center Moriches tradition of helping others. The recipient of the Virginia Tyson Community Service Award is Antonio Rubino. The next special award is the annual Joseph McKechnie Award. I would like to invite Mr. Holder to the podium to present the award.
The Joseph W. McKechnie Commitment to Excellence Award honors a student's exceptional work and commitment to high academic standards. This student excels academically and has a true commitment to her work. This student asks questions, participates actively, and is always a leader in the classroom. She is truly developing the skills to become a lifelong learner. Here at the middle school, we do not award a valedictorian, but this is the closest it comes. The recipient of the Joseph W. McKechnie Commitment to Excellence Award is Delinda DeVoe. The next special award is the Patricia Cunningham Peer Service Award. I would like to invite Mrs. Horshesky to the podium to present the award.
I'm so pleased to present this award, which is so near and dear to my heart. The Patricia Cunningham Peer Service Award honors students who are friendly, helpful, respectful, and are role models for other students. Not only are our next recipients great students, they are also wonderful human beings. These students spend their 10th period every day assisting and tutoring other students. They always have a smile on their faces. They always say good morning or have a good day. They're always willing to lend a helping hand. These students embody what peer service truly means. The recipients of the Patricia Cunningham Peer Service Award are William Jordan and Liam Zenker.
And now, the moment our graduates have been waiting for, the presentation of their diplomas. I'd like to invite our Board of Education President, Mr. Maxwell, to present the diplomas to the first group of graduates. I'd also like to invite Mr. Boulder and Mr. Shower to the podium.
Will row one please rise? Emery Alaya. Matthew Amadori. Jeremy Barada. Emily Barrera. Emily Bechtold. Noah Fairhoff. Madison Bennett. Nicholas Bergan. Gianni Bergani. Hunter Bernhardt. Matthew Bond. Will row 1 please return to your seats?
Will row 2 please rise? Derek Russo. Ava Burwell. Bianca Duda. Brian Castro Martinez. Gabriela Cirillo. Devin Shada. Avery Chiappone. Layla Cole. Carly Coonan. Andrew Capola. Lux Capola. Sophia Capola. Will row 2 please return to your seats?
Will row 3 please rise? Jack Cressy. Moira Dalton. Rocco Daly. Eric DeAngelis. Thomas Deedy. Cole Deegan. Juliana DeGuardia. Delinda DeVoe. Yandel Diaz-Ratin. Julia DePerry. Lila Eaton. Addison Carter. Will row 3 please return to your seats?
Will row 4 please rise? Eva Formasano. Austin Fox. Alexander Gentile. Antonio Trevino. Daniel Gilroy. Braden Gold. Emma Gold. Michael Gold. Gabriella Gordon. Jacob Gould. Ever Rivera Hernandez. Evar Gutierrez Rodriguez. Will row 4 please return to your seats?
Will row 5 please rise? Here we go. Joshua Gutowski. Molly Hart. Dennis Hughes. Jenna Himmelstein. Timothy Jackson. Trayvon Jackson. Maria Jones. Emma Jones. William Jordan. Logan Kaiser. Chloe Kobus. Emma Leary. Benjamin Lavani. Will row 5 please return to your seats? I would like to invite Mrs. Rayburn to present the diplomas to the next group of graduates.
Will row 1 please rise? Nico Liberetti. Deshaun McGee. Brody Mayer. John Martinez Morales. Joseph Masterson. William Masterson. James Matera. Hayden McCready. Blake McGovern. Angel Mitchell. Anthony Molina. Row 1, please return to your seats.
Will row 2 please rise? Michaela Montecalvo. Natalia Marias. Connor Morano. Cameron Nichols. Kendall Mill. Peter Gizza. Caroline Amundsen. Marilyn Perez Carrillo. Flor Perez Gomez. Ryan Person. Catherine Murray. Will row 2 please return to your seat?
Will row 3 please rise? Kimberly Pettit. Michael Piccioni. Luke Piccoli. Andy Pereira. Meadow Quinn Piazza. Max Rayburn. Jordan Rayner. Luke Rabore Costanzo. Alexa Ferreira. Jasmine Riviera Inga. Madrid Brooke Malin. Gianna Rotunda. Will row 3 please return to your seats?
Will row 4 please rise? Zachary Rotunda. Samoe Sakasavilla. Dayar Sahin. Jonathan Sarmiento. Jesse Shipperstein. James Shelton. Jake Siganon. Alexa Sedana. Evan Sedana. Kimberly Soto. Isabella Schroden. Sarah Standard. Will row 4 please return to your seats?
Will row 5 please rise? Andrew Stokes. Evie Suri Token. James Taylor. Clara Tebbins. Jacqueline Usaya. Eden DeSallo. Savion Ward. Deanna Warnkin. Kieran Weinstein. Liam Zenker. Edward Zhao. Leah Zuckerberg. Will row 5 please return to your seats?
Please join me in congratulating the St. Mauritius Middle School class of 2022. I'd like to invite our Student Council President, Alex Gentile, up to share some reflections from the class of 2022.
Thank you, Ms. Fabian, and our faculty and administration. My fellow students, it's been an honor to have represented all of you as Student Council President throughout our middle school years, and I'm delighted to have the opportunity to say a few words at our moving up ceremony. This is a milestone in our lives, a time to reflect on our middle school journey, look at how far we've come, and take a peek into our future. Let's look back at the 6th grade, a new experience. We were nervous about all the changes, new school, different teachers for different classes, sharing school with much bigger students. But we quickly adjusted and things went along smoothly enough for a few months. And then, the pandemic. Shelter in place, everything was disrupted. That's when we discovered class on Google Meets. We were there physically, but not mentally. At least some of us got to improve our gaming skills. Finals were canceled, of course school trips were out of the question. Frost Valley became Lost Valley, and soon enough a mask became part of the dress code. 7th grade, our first steps back to school in the year of the cohorts. This is when we considered changing our last names so we could be with our friends. We were together in class, kind of. There was a plexiglass, and we really couldn't even see the board, but it's a step toward normal. We even had some sports programs in the spring. As for this past year, we were back full time, but still with masks. Just when we thought the pandemic was going away, it came back with a vengeance this winter. First with Delta, then Omicron, but eventually things improved enough to allow us to take the masks off. We finally saw each other's faces for the first time in 2 years. Whoa, we started to change. Our trip to Washington, D.C. ended up being canceled, but at least we had fun ziplining at Adventure Park. We also had school play and a school dance. Our sports programs were back too. So were the finals. Overall, these 3 years were not what we imagined they would be as we started middle school, but we made it through. We learned to navigate our way through tough times, and we came out stronger as a result. We've grown up physically, mentally, and emotionally, and we are ready for high school. We have to thank our dedicated teachers for getting us here, and most importantly, our parents and guardians deserve a special shout out. So many of them had their own struggles keeping a business, running during a pandemic, or learning a new way of working at home, while at the same time making sure that we stayed focused. They deserve a round of applause. It's the least we can do for all the mental anguish we caused them. Okay, my mom told me to put that line in. So now our time in middle school has come to an end. This is a big day. We have a lot of accomplishments to celebrate and we have far greater achievements yet to come. The decisions we make in these coming years are going to dictate much of what our adult lives are going to be like. Our experiences from our middle school years have taught us the value of focus, discipline, resilience, and perseverance. Having developed these qualities in middle school, we should be able to make wise decisions going forward, and going forward starts now. Congratulations, middle school class of 2022. Welcome to high school.
Thank you, Alex. Our middle school class of 2022 certainly has overcome many challenges, just like Alex said. There are a few unsung heroes who have helped our students through these challenges in so many ways, not just over the last 3 years, but over a combined 70 years of service. I'd be remiss if I did not mention school counselor Mr. Pepe, special education teacher Susan Lang, and English as a new language teacher Ms. Kennedy, all of whom are retiring this year. Thank you for your commitment to our school and for helping our students achieve success not only academically, but socially and emotionally. Very often, staff in these roles are not recognized enough for the work they do daily to help students who do not easily assimilate into school. The middle school will miss you all deeply. You always have a home with us, and we thank you for your commitment to our students and our school. Please join me in a round of applause for Mr. Pepe, Ms. Lang, and Mr. Kennedy. Center Merchants Middle School class of 2022. You have now crossed the bridge of middle school and are heading into high school. You've grown into young adults and learned to manage through so many challenges and sudden changes. You have developed a healthy life skill of perseverance over these last few years. Do not lose the ability to gain a clear perspective when you are not sure what direction you or the world is going. Stay focused on the morals and values that are important to you and your family. Do good when no one is watching. Do good when everyone is watching. Remember what Alex said about your decisions. What you do today can have an impact on your tomorrow. Make healthy decisions and listen to your inner voice that is telling you how to stay true to what you know is right. Think about who you are and what you want for your future. Make sure the choices you make are keeping you on that path. Adults often tell people your age that this is the time that you're trying to figure out who you are. But I think that right now, you know who you are. You know your hopes, your fears, your dreams, your values, and your beliefs. They will probably change as you learn and grow, but the point is you know who you are and where you want to go. You are going to high school with this whole community around you, and we will always be rooting for you. Dr. Reggio and I want nothing but the very best for each and every one of you. We wish you the best of luck in your high school career, and remember, we are always right down the hall. And now, will the graduates please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, I present the Center Merchants Middle School Grade 8 Class of 2022.